How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, you guys. This fight could possibly go down if both guys are victorious in their next wins. And it's a fight that I think a lot of fans would like, and pay for, and actually, you know, don't mind spending their hard-earned money on this fight. Gervonta Tank Davis is undefeated. I believe he's 26-0 with 24 knockouts. Devin Haney is also undefeated. I believe he's 29-0 with somewhere like 20 knockouts. So I'm just, I'm not looking at box record. I'm just right off the top. But Gervonta Davis definitely has a better KO ratio, and I think he's been in there with the better talent. That Jose Pedraza fight really put Gervonta Tank Davis on the map. I think it helped him out. I think it showed a lot of fans like, look, I'm here to stay. I got heart, I got determination, and I got what it takes to be a champion. And he showed that in the Jose Pedraza fight. Mind you, Pedraza was undefeated at the time, had never lost, was undefeated. And, Gervonta Tank Davis pretty much took that O away from him. And I think it was a big, big fight. I think Gervonta Davis did a hell of a job. And, moving forward, I would love to see if Gervonta Tank Davis can get this knockout versus Rolly. Rolly is going to be there to get hit. He's going to be there to actually exchange too. He's there to exchange. He's there to tie it up, and he really, really, really wants to implement his game plan. That's what Rolly's style is. It's pretty much like he's an offensive fighter and his defense is okay, but I just feel like after a while I think Gervonta Davis will figure out Rolly Romero, and I think eventually he'll get stopped. Um, a lot of people thought that Rolly lost his last fight. Um, and they say you're only as good as your last fight, and the guy he fought wasn't that good. So I think that Gervonta Davis sees the writing on the wall, and he's pretty much like, let me finish this guy off. He almost took an L. Like I said, he almost took an L in his last fight, and I think that Gervonta Tank Davis can get him out of there. I think he can ice him. I really do. I think he can ice him. I think he could, show why he's one of the better fighters in the division. And that's Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely a lot smaller in size than Rolly is. I feel like Rolly could possibly be, you know, he could fight at 140. Now I'm not saying how good he would do at 140, but I'm just saying like his body type. For him to be able to make 135 and be cut up and chiseled like that, it serves a threat to Gervonta Tank Davis just the pure size alone. We've seen that sometimes when you move guys, Canelo Alvarez, one of Gervonta Davis's favorite fighters, and Gervonta Davis says that Canelo Alvarez is his pound for pound number one fighter. So I just think that Gervonta Davis, seeing that he could get through the Rolly fight and get through the Rolly fight unscathed with no injuries and nothing like that, I think he could possibly do well in a fight versus Devin Haney. Being that he could get past Rolly, and now Devin Haney. On another note, Devin Haney's career and what Devin Haney has going through right now, and he's got to go to another country and fight a guy that is, a lot of people think that this guy George Kambosos is a good fighter. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people think he's a good fighter. There's a lot of people out there that think that George Kambosos is gonna beat Devin Haney, especially if Devin Haney's dad Bill Haney's not gonna be in his corner. They feel like that's that's kind of an Achilles heel to Devin Haney, that his coach. And Devin Haney's had the same coach in Bill Haney for a while now. Obviously, he's switched to Floyd Mayweather Sr. and he's mixed he's mixed up trainers with some other guys as well. But for the most part, his head trainer was his father for the most part. And like I said, I just want to really see what Devin Haney can do. What game plan is Zab Judah's father going to come up with? Because they're saying that he's going to be the new head trainer. I think Devin Haney's got a lot more pressure on him in his fight than Gervonta Davis does in his fight, because Gervonta Davis is supposed to win. Devin Haney, I could say, he might be a slight favorite, but I doubt it. But this on paper, man, this is a close fight because Devin Haney's still young, and George Kambosos is one of an older kind of cagey veterans. He's always said, I've been built for this stage. I've been in plenty of situations with Manny Pacquiao where I've seen the media and all of that, and he's brought up that, and you know I just think he's ready. I think George Kambosos ready, but I also think that Devin Haney's ready. Um, and like I said, it's all about who's going to implement their style the best come fight night. And the way I seen Devin Haney pick apart JoJo Diaz, I was like, okay, he's leveling up. He's starting to sit down on his punches more. He's starting to look for the knockout. And I think all of that plays a big factor when you're fighting, man. Is this fighter gonna go for the knockout? Do I have to worry about this fighter for all 12 rounds, or he's just gonna coast and beat me? I feel like in Devin Haney's last fight against JoJo, he kind of sat down a little bit more on some of his punches, and he had to get the respect from JoJo Diaz first. He had to get the respect from JoJo. And I think after a while, JoJo kept coming in and kept getting touched up with that jab. And I think that jab alone made him rethink the situation. You know, I think that jab alone made him rethink everything that he was doing. Because the jab can do that, especially a real good stiff jab can have you rethink everything that you got going on right now that you thought was good, but it's not good. And like I said, man, Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis, stylistically, it's a hell of a matchup. You got two young, hungry lions, two undefeated young lions, two undefeated world champions. Better that too, So I just think that moving forward, both guys, you know, have what it takes to win. But come fight night, you never know. And I think Gervonta Davis has a lot more than just power. People think Gervonta Davis is just a power puncher. I think he's more than that. I think he's, awesome. That's dangerous. And he's southpaw. Dangerous. Strong ass left hand. Dangerous. These are. And the reason why I know that, I don't think I'm a fighter, right-handed dominating fighter. Because the left hand is more of a surprise punch. A lot of right-hand fighters, used to fight other right-hand fighters. And when Gervonta Davis comes in southpaw stance, kind of mixing some things up, man. I think he's a dangerous guy, man. I really do. He's southpaw with all that power too. And all it takes is one shot, you guys. Gervonta Davis is at the point in his career that all it takes is one shot and he can get you out of there. And yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I had to give you guys another banger. Um, and yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram at Corley Boxing, Cash App, Corley Boxing on Cash App. And thank you guys for watching, man. This is Corley Boxing, and you've been hit with another banger. Peace out.